this. I'll turn off the fan here in a minute. Get this video better. Trying to get closer. Trying to get closer. All right, I can actually see you guys' chat. I'm sending a hi here. I'm looking at my own iPad. Wish I could really get a better view, but I really can't. I'm also recording for my YouTube channel a live regular so we can edit it. Let's see here. Looks good. Well, hey everyone, it's Dustin with TechMD. We're coming at you live as well as pre-recorded, and we're going to have an edited version of this. So if you don't want to sit here and wait for me to go through the whole motions, then feel free to just wait until we upload this. But I just seen online that we put two screens, separate them, and we have Face ID issues. So these are unopened, and so this is going to take a while to open up all this and activate them and all that stuff. So please be patient. If you want to come back later for the teardown, I would say probably a good 15 minutes before the teardown happens. So we're just opening these phones and setting them off to the side here. And we're both opening these at the same time. I haven't opened these at all, guys. I am not very excited for the 13 if there's this issue. I hope Apple does fix it if we are going to have an issue with the Face ID when putting a new OEM screen on. Okay, we got them up and running. I thought it would say, hey, a phone's nearby. Yep. The heck? Oh, covering the camera, jeez. Just activating the new phone here. And can't start it until this one's done. Can't start the other one here. But we can start tearing it down once we get the Face ID activated. That's the main thing, is to get it set up. All right, so Face ID, we're going to go ahead and get that started. I'm just going to skip the upload crap. We'll go ahead and just turn off this one too, because we need to... Oh, wait, never mind. We'll start it up and do it. So we're not going to transfer any data up, so we can just get this thing up and running as fast as possible. Well, shoot, I should have said no. Come on, let's go, let's go. Let's see if this one's ready to go and set up. Just trying to add all my Apple cards. Set up wallet later. Forgot to click on that. Oops. Not now. Welcome to your new iPhone. Okay, that's ready. And since I only know how to record in one and I don't really have it set up, you guys can't really see me log into Face ID. But as you can see, it automatically unlocks. And, you know, if I point it towards you guys here, it's asking for my passcode. But now it sees my face. Wicked fast, too. Really do like that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and turn this off. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on the heater. Oh, this is new. iPhone remains findable after phone is off. Find my help locates your iPhone when it's lost, restored, and even powered off. The location is visible to find on your other devices and people, family sharing you share your locations with. You can change to find my network functionality to find. Oh, okay, interesting. All right, so we're gonna throw that one on the heater. It is ready to go. Once again, you guys, if you want to chat, I'm here right there in the chat. So if you have any questions, feel free. Let's see if we can do this again here. Okay, we're going to set up Face ID on this one. Okay. I do have the hot pad at 90 degrees Celsius to separate the screen. I'm not going to be using a suction cup. I like metal tools and plastic tools, so if you don't like that, then don't watch that video. This video, guys. Come on, come on, come on. The terms that we never agree on, but we have to. Also, decided to just go crazy and finally found one of these. So I'm kind of excited to play with that one. Teardown, I'm not sure about that. But maybe. I'm filling up to it. All right. Okay. So if I'm not, well, it's already working. Jeez. But I'll show you that Face ID doesn't work if it's not looking at my face. And if it is, it unlocks instantly. Okay, guys? So we got two functioning iPhone 13s here. We're waiting for the other one to warm up a little bit more. I use grip tools from IG. To be honest, they're great for the lock take screws on Samsungs, and they're precise. They work really good, so I do enjoy that. I use Ice Estimate tool, iFlex tool. I use this for removing batteries. I don't have a ton of experience working on 12s. We haven't done very many 12s just because the price has been so expensive. But I'm assuming this is going to tear down very similar to a 12. Just move those out of the way for a minute. So if you go too hot on this, you can burn the OLED. I've noticed I burnt the OLED a little bit on the 12 just because it doesn't take as much heat. I tend to go a little hotter when I'm working on my phones, but this particular one, we are doing less heat. I think it's been on for what, 5 minutes almost now. So we're gonna go ahead and just give it a go and see if we can start tearing this down. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the two Phillips, or geez, Pentalope screws. It is like, what is it, 10 o'clock at night, Mountain Standard Time in Utah. So anybody on the East Coast watching? Be interested to see. So I saw a video saying that the Face ID does not work if you repair it. Yes, so that's what we're trying to figure out. We don't believe the video on some of us because the guy burnt the front sensor up here. And so we're going to see if he's actually right or wrong. So as I remember, this is very thin here. So we're going to use an iFlex tool to get in there. And hopefully it don't ding up the screen. I would like to use a suction cup, but it's useless when your screen's cracked, so I don't show that. So what we're doing here is, and I'm sorry if I'm in the camera's way, we're slicing this open. And just trying to get the screen to lift a little bit here on us. Which we can't get it to lift a single bit. I don't like to use more heat if I don't have to. But I might need my stronger tool here. Just trying to be really careful not to leave marks, and I don't think our plastic tool is going to get us in. Nope. So I'm going to use my iSesame tool. So I'm just trying to position myself just in a way so you guys can see. It is giving me a ton of resistance. And it's cooled down a little bit, quite a bit too. Really, I hope I don't break this. That'd be fun. There we go. We got some lift. Now that we got a little bit of lift here, this is Enrique, by the way. Oh, cool, man. What's up? Enrique's from Florida. He's a good old repair buddy back in the day. Come on. So at this point, it's kind of cooled down enough where I just want to put it back on the heater a little bit more. And I'm going to tinker with this other one. Which I forgot to turn off. Oops. Go ahead and remove the pentalobe screws here. And I'm just going to get a little bit quicker with this one since my flex tool would not let me in. Hopefully we can get this up and out of the frame faster. Oh, this thing wants to clip back in bad. So just go back and forth and try to loosen that glue. You don't want to get your tool in there too close because you could break the OLED if you're just replacing the battery or something else in here and you're just trying to preserve the screen. You don't want to bring it in too tight. Come on. Doesn't want to lift up on that corner, so we're going to come around here. All right, finally. Get some lift here. Okay, we're open. Jeez. And hey, we're turning on the screen because why not? By accident, of course. Wow, that is super tight. Okay, there we go. Oh, we got some very tight tolerances right here. All right. They put the name of the processor on there and also just a little Apple logo. I am curious what we can transfer over and do a gut swap with here. Let's go ahead and just turn this back off. And not the best angle here that we got, but we do with what we got. Oh, geez. Let's break stuff. Well, I better make sure it still works after that. Yeah. dropping the screwdriver on there. I'm gonna make sure Face ID works actually too, because what we're about to do is do some transferring around, and gotta re-log in, and Face ID is working. All right, should be pretty easy to pop this open again, I would assume. After you open it once. Those clips are pretty in there tight though. All right. Oh, you guys thought I broke it? All right, so this is nice and toasty. Hopefully lets us in the phone here a little bit more. Like super paranoid about that ear speaker there. I don't know if you can damage it or what. Phone wants to turn on. We'll let it. Okay. All right. Ooh, we're so close to figuring out the screen is actually the way the other guy said. So here we are. We're getting there. Let's remove the screws and keep them organized. No way I can do this and show you guys. Sorry. Doing my best. I have a much higher camera above me. Maybe if I did something like this, I don't know. That would be helpful. Maybe, if I can get around it. Okay, so this looks like the battery connection right there. Take a plastic tool and pop that off. All right. Make sure that was it, just in case they're being fun. Yep, doesn't turn on. So I would say, yeah, the battery does look really solid. Is there another cable? Nope, there's just one. All right, and we got, oh, that's fun. We got a Phillips here. Those were 2 Phillips, by the way. And then we got a tri-point here. Oh, there's another one back behind here. And that's Phillips. Yeah. Very compact. You guys are not watching this live. I'm just responding to live people, comments. Okay, so this is the screen. It's pretty cool. And it looks like there is... Are those? God, I can't even see it on that screen. Okay, so these are tri-points. We're not going to remove this. We're just going to put this screen straight over to the other one and see what happens. So why not? We already confirmed this was working when we removed the screen and didn't break it. So we're just going to take this screen off of this phone here and put it over here. Okay. I'm going to move the camera again because you guys have already seen me pop off the screws on that one. Also, maybe make a little mark to let me know what screen is what. Just in case I get crap mixed up. Don't want to be doing that. I'm organizing my screws where I found them on my blue mat here. I'm literally just putting the same screws on top of each other since they're the same screws. So this feels like it's like connected a little bit over here. Just going the opposite direction. I'm not going to disconnect that cable yet because I want to disconnect the battery. Yeah, it's live. It's very live. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. All right. Remove this piece. And how many viewers are got in here? 7? Okay, cool. I was hoping to get like 100, but you know, here's for hoping. All right, guys. This is like getting close to the moment. I'm gonna set that over here. We're gonna put it on the other one. So I hope you guys seen that. I literally just set screen number 2 over here on phone number 1. And I'll show you for proof. There's number 1. Okay. And there's the marking for number 1 right there. So this has no marking on it. We're going to put it on this phone right here. Set those aside. We're not going to transfer that cable quite yet because there's no dot projector. So what's the point? Come on. This cable's interesting. God, I'm so nervous. I hope that this is fully repairable by technicians. Man, I'm going to be so mad at Apple if this is actually true. All right. Cable's clipped in. We don't really need to put the brackets in or anything like that. We go ahead and turn it on and try Face ID. Yeah, most people are sleeping. Okay, moment of truth, guys. Oh, come on, come on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and type in my passcode. All right. Oh, it just noticed the display wasn't original. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, man. No Face ID. No way, no way. Oh, that is not good. So, unable to verify its original display. I'm going to close this out. And so we're going to reset Face ID, and they're going to reprogram it, guys. Get started. Face ID is not available. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is transfer that cable. So we're going to put number 1's cable onto number 2's display right here. And this is glued down, so we're going to also warm it up a little bit. so we can carefully separate it. Okay, going on the heater now. Yeah. Keeps on holding some of your your chats on review. I don't know why. Is this Face ID issue only on 13? No, the other guy did it on the 12 Pro, or the 13 Pro, excuse me, and I'm doing it on the 13. I do believe, I don't remember. There's another guy who did the same thing, but the top was burnt. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop this out real quick. I just warmed it up a little bit to help ease it out. Go ahead and disconnect the power button. Power cable. Battery cable, geez. LCD, OLED, and other sensors. All right, so this is number 2, so we don't get things confused. We're going to also mark this one, just for fun. Number 2 here, and 2 here. And then we're also going to mark the cable as 2. All right, so no confusion whatsoever. And we're not, that's the, no, that's the one we just messed up. I'm sorry. This one, confused. Oh, that's, yeah, okay, I see what you're doing here. Brain work. I'm obviously getting way too tired. And this is 1 here. And this is why we're marking stuff, because I'm getting tired. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this over here. Nice and warmed up. And I need a flat tool too. Oh, you know what? My iPlastic tool from Enter Gadgets works just great. Okay, we're removing sensor cable number 1. It is quite glued on. Really glued on, and it has that little edge right there I'm trying to be careful about. You marked phone number 1 as 2. No, it's not possible because I had the... Oh, I did. You're right. Thank you. There we go. That was 1 because I marked it right there. Let's make big marks. Thank you, Nader. I appreciate that. All right. I knew there was a little slight confusion there. I'm glad someone caught that. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. By the way, Nader is my video editor, and I told him to watch it to make sure I don't make any mistakes. Like that one. Wow, this cable is super glued on, guys. So I'm gonna warm that back up. Come back over onto the number 2. Really, really glued on. definitely want that hot pad. I have it at 90 degrees Celsius if you just started watching. Okay, I'm going to go for my super fine tweezers that are glued together. Jeez. Okay, I'm going to put that back on the heater a little bit because I'm being paranoid. Because why not? We should be paranoid about this kind of stuff. I really want to make sure I do the best possible job to make sure there's no damage, because this is very delicate stuff, guys. Oh, that's hot. And very hot. I haven't figured out how to get under this sensor yet. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's number 1 sensors off. Okay, here's number 2. Man, super delicate, guys. Certainly give me some resistance. We got a little piece of adhesive that holds it down, fall out. I can't even get it off my fingers. Okay, number 2, the paper thin cable is off. Go back to number 1 display. And we're going to go ahead and put number 1 on. Or number 2, call. We're going to put so you got number 1 here. And we're putting number 2 proximity sensor cable on. No cuts, all live, guys. Didn't have Pro Maxes or Pros, so unfortunately we couldn't do it. I'm going to have nightmares tonight. Yep, I am. Okay. So we're going to take number 1. Or, excuse me. This is number 2, right? I should be able to put it on. My brain needs to. Okay, yeah, this screen belongs to number 1. So we're going to put it on number 2. With number 2's proximity sensor. Like this was the good screen and removing the broken screen's bad proximity sensor. Oh man, I think I lost a screw because there's a screw missing from that spot. That's always nice. Guess I'll have to rewind the video to see where the screw went. I've done that a few times. By the way, guys, I'm normally way faster than this, but I'm just being extra slow, extra careful to make sure I don't damage anything. Okay, so this, we're thinking the screen might be serialized, right, guys? So if one belongs to one, all right, this screen belongs here, then we don't want to put it on that. We want to actually put it on number 2, because we're taking a good screen and taking that proximity sensor from the other screen and putting it on number 2. So we're swapping it. Supposedly, if you do this right, we should have, make sure this is still disconnected. Oh, decided to reconnect. My bad. Supposedly, if you do this from like the 12th generation, you have Face ID. So this is literally the moment of truth, guys. Right here. If this doesn't work, then Apple has literally screwed third-party repairs. And it's impossible to replace the screen without losing Face ID, even with all the original parts. Okay. Let's see if that guy screwed up. What do you think, guys? Do you think it's going to work? Drum roll, right? Okay. Put my password in. It's going to get that message. All right, here comes Face ID. We're just going to go straight to a reset, guys. I don't think it's programmed anyways. Reset Face ID. Set up Face ID. Nope. Wow, that's really sad, guys. So you can't replace the screen on these phones without Face ID getting lost. And to prove it still works, I'm going to go ahead and put this screen back onto number 1 with the proper sensor and show you guys that nothing was damaged. And I'll do it for this phone as well too, just to confirm, just to please the internet. Because, you know, who knows? I could have messed up, right? On one of the cables. So that's completely reasonable to say that I did something like that. Blast. The bracket's missing too. Jeez. Where is that blasted bracket? Did it fall down? I'm missing a bracket. I'll find it later. I'm going to steal it off this phone. Yep. Apple really did. Anyone see where this bracket went to? I don't know what happened to it. Went under somewhere. I just can't imagine it flying too far away. Okay. I'm just going to still it for now until I find it later. I got a live audience to please. Oh, this thing is coming out. So now we're going to try number 1 phone with this proximity sensor, whatever the heck we call it, on phone number 1. Come on, pesky cable. Yeah, the screen is serialized, guys. That's why it's doing that. Set up Face ID, and still nothing. Okay, so now I'm going to put the proper screen on with the proper sensor and make sure I didn't damage it. If I did that and Face ID starts working, then we know and can confirm that I didn't do anything wrong and that Apple is screwing us. And if they're doing it on the 13, they're going to be doing it on the Pro Max as well. And the Pro and the Mini. So I would say boycott Apple. Lawsuit time. Okay. We're going to put number 2 back on. Number 2, and then throw this back onto the phone here. Since it's already glued down, we can easily remove this. Maybe. Well, since I already loosened it up, I mean, geez. It's actually fairly sticky still. Apple can definitely tell someone's been in it after this. Gluing down these ultra thin cables, it makes it a little weavy. Or whatever the word is. Definitely looks like someone's been in it. Okay, so for all you who thinks I'm a shitty technician, let's find out if you're right. So we're going to put this on here on the number 2 display and put it on number 2 phone. And if it doesn't work, then I'm a shitty tech, and I'll admit that live. Oh, I'm not supposed to be swearing on my videos. Oops. Oh well. I don't normally swear. I try to keep it clean and kid friendly. Because you never know, a kid might want to say, oh, I want to fix phones and learn off my channel. And so I apologize for that if you're a kid and watching. Oh, this one came off way easier. All right. Comments are great. I think, guys, I'm going to do that motherboard swap and see what else stops working. Tomorrow, it's getting really late. This is taking longer than I expected. So we're just going to do the screen swap and see the Face ID problem. We'll see if there's any other issues tomorrow or whenever I get a chance to do it, because I got things to do and I want to sleep. Oops. Bumping the live stream. Okay, as you can see, number two. Everything going back in like it was supposed to. And I'm also going to prove that none of these brackets really matter for Face ID as well. You know, these brackets here, because I was testing all this without putting the brackets on. So for all the people who say, oh, he didn't put the brackets on, well, that's just to really hold the screen in from falling out. If, you know, you're somebody who don't know about screen repairs. If it breaks and wants to fall out, if there's a bracket there holding the cable in, then the whole screen's not going to come ripping out. All right. We shouldn't have that non-original display cable problem anymore. Okay. And I'm pretty sure that went away. And I don't want to show my serial number, but yeah, let's just go straight to... Oh, here it is. Proof, guys. And this is definitive proof. Come on. Obviously, I'm too tired for Face ID. All right. I can't do it right now. I'm too tired. Oh, man. That's awful. Well, you know where these phones are going to go after I'm done tearing them down? I'm going to return these bastards. Boycott, guys. Boycott. Face ID works just fine. You swap the parts around, it's a no-go. And yeah, I mean, nothing you can really do about it, guys. I'm in my man cave here where I have all my mining equipment. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys like and subscribe. And, you know, let me know what you guys thought of my teardown. So I'm going off stream, and I really appreciate you guys watching it through and chatting with me. It's really nice seeing some old friends. And, yeah, see you guys.